select a picture.
Mm-hmm.
We would sit here in front of this camera and just make stupid faces all night.
We could do that. Hey, y'alls. It's already notifying me of things. Listen, Facebook, I'm trying to do a video. Just chill. That's interesting. Anyway, what's it been? 3 weeks.
You've been busy.
Since we've been on to do our...
It's your fault.
Wednesday night video, y'all.
What's up, Michaela?
Hey, Michaela.
It's your fault. You shouldn't be so busy. Maybe if we wouldn't have things to do, then hi Cam, hi Rob, hi Trace.
Yeah, sorry guys, we have been busy.
Tiff.
That's the truth. We have been busy, so we apologize for being. It's good busy, right?
Okay. I guess you're busy, right?
But
Things
it's
happen.
yeah, it's good things. Hey, Tracy.
Missed you back, Trace.
Yeah, sorry it's been so long. But we have an excellent topic tonight. Excellent. I might get a little preachy. It's possible. Fair warning, just so you know.
Do you have a Bible?
Negative.
You said preachy.
I can go grab it. I might get a little preachy. This is just a topic I get really passionate about. So, well, 2 topics I get really passionate about: health and
money. I guess I'm supposed to say something whenever she goes like
supposed to say
this.
things.
That's my cue to say whatever I'm supposed to say.
And we have a treat for you guys tonight too. In a few minutes, we're gonna have a guest jump on, who is amazing, good friend. Hey, Keith. Yeah, I haven't talked to you in a long time. Hope you're doing good. So yeah, guys, we have an awesome guest that's going to jump on. His name is Taylor, and he will be on in 15, 20 minutes or so. But we want to talk to you guys about a couple other things before he jumps on. So, health and money. What we want to hit on tonight is, obviously these are 2 like heavy hitter topics, right? Like your health and your finances.
Can I just jump on here for a second and just interrupt with you keeping that train of thought?
Okay.
I'll just share just a little story. I get the junk mail today. We all have junk mail and newspapers and clippings and coupons and whatever else. So I grabbed this. Can I say Giant Eagle?
I don't see why not.
I just did. I grabbed this Giant Eagle coupon book.
We shop at Giant Eagle.
And, you know, the first 4 pages of like 7 pages are all different kinds of cold medicines and allergy medicines and flu medicines.
Ew,
I'm not
really?
kidding.
Oh my gosh, it grosses me out, guys.
I'm not kidding. It's crazy because I'm looking through this, the first 4 pages, and going, I'm not going to need that one. Not going to need that one. Not going to need that one. Not going to need that one.
That right there.
It's crazy.
That
So,
right there is powerful.
Let me just help you out and go ahead right there. I'll just help you out with my coupon story because we don't need it. We don't need it.
Is your coupon story over? Well, we do need coupons. Maybe we won't be using them for that kind of stuff.
Well, I'm just saying.
But we do need coupons. So you guys maybe saw recently, I think it was like last week or something, I had a post about an episode of Shark Tank where somebody created like these little nose filters. They're like little Band-Aids, but you put them over your nose, and it's supposed to filter out a lot of like allergens and things and keep germs away so that, you know, you're less exposed to viruses and that kind of thing. And the shark specifically asked him, why don't you take this to a drug company and get this licensed and just get a royalty forever? You know, it's a business transaction. His response was, I tried that. They said I was a competitor, and they said, why in the world would we, you know, sell something for $1 when we could, you know, that's going to prevent something we can treat for $14. So what are you guys hearing there? Hey, Damon, thanks for jumping on. So obviously the whole point of that is it's a much better profit for these companies to sell you drugs.
Cough medicine, cold medicine, allergy medicine.
It's a business. All of that is a business. Tons of businesses. And so, because I think that when people talk about this, it can sound almost like conspiracy theorists or something. It's not. Like, it's just business. Like, that's how it works. Why in the world would a junk company want to sell you something that keeps you healthy? They're shooting themselves in the foot as a business, right? Mm-hmm. So they're not going to support that kind of thing.
So what's your solution?
There's better ways. Here's the thing. Another thing we can learn from that is that health is actually much, much more affordable. So if that old saying, pay the farmer or pay the doctor, what is it?
Don't know.
Pay the farmer, pay the doctor. It's like, which one do you want to pay?
Right.
You never heard that saying?
Well, I have, but I don't know how to recite it.
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody help me out. I don't know. Tracy said that's awful, absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, totally. So it's gross, right? So our point is that I'm gonna say something that makes me uncomfortable to say.
It's not gonna be a curse word.
No. Listen, I'm not superstitious, and I don't believe in like jinxing people.
I have wood to knock on, but I'm sure it was not even needed to knock on. But I already know what you're going to say, and I'm with you.
He knows what I'm going to say. So here's the thing.
Pat the farmer now, or pay
the farmer now, or pay the doctor later.
Thank you, Tracy. Pay the farmer now, or pay the doctor later.
Thank you, Tracy. Yeah, so that's exactly it.
Anyway, not superstitious.
No, but it still makes me uncomfortable to say this, just because you'll understand as soon as I say it. We really don't get sick in my house. And it's frustrating for me to see families that are like always battling an illness, especially with kids in the house and everything. We have a kid in the house. She's exposed to lots and lots of other kids every single day. She's involved in several extracurricular, and we don't get sick. Now, we are not immune. We are not immune from getting sick. So please don't take that as we're saying we never get sick. I'm saying like it's rare, guys. We sat and we're trying to think the last time we had a virus come through our house. And the only thing that I can think of is literally 11 months ago. It was right before Christmas, last Christmas.
Stomach bug.
Lonnie and I got that 24-hour stomach bug, and we kicked it within a couple hours. No lie.
And don't get us wrong, guys. Before the oils came along, before Young Living came along, when Lonnie was extremely young, or before we got into it, we did suffer the elementary school flu bugs and the cold stuff that come home. We did. Not anymore.
That's the thing. So it's like I said, it's frustrating for me to see so many families battling illness after illness after illness. And I think, I don't want to get too much into it. We talked about doing a different video on this topic because it can get really in depth. What I'm trying to just explain is that the things that we've implemented into our lives have built up really good, we have solid immune systems. Now, I don't believe in jinxings, but I could come down with something tomorrow. I'm not saying I'm totally immune to it, but I am saying I've got a pretty good immune system. He's got a pretty good immune system. Lonnie's got a pretty good immune system. What are we doing right? So I can tell you, Ninja Red, superfood, okay? Major immune system supporter. You're pumping so much nutrients. It's all about putting the good stuff into your body so that it has plenty to work with. But it's also about removing the toxins. So if you're always exposed to a bunch of chemicals, your body is multitasking. Now it's trying to detox all these funky toxins and chemicals and carcinogens and all these hormone disruptors, all this trash that's in everyday products. And now it's trying to fight off some virus. Do you see what I'm saying? So you've got to move out the toxic stuff. You've got to get some plant-based stuff in. Get the superfoods and the mega nutrition into your body to support it properly. And then have natural alternatives for some minor things that do come in your household. Boom. And then you might say, it's been a year since something has moved through our house. Like us. And again, I'm careful. I'm not saying we're immune to everything. And no judgment to anybody at all, because that was us before too. The dryer just went off. Probably heard that.
I'll go
hi, Brooke. Oh, it's Jana. Old school Dairy Queen days. Yeah, I used to work with Jana back in the day at DQ. It's good to see you. You look beautiful. Oh, thank you, Jana. I actually found you on Facebook because I had searched up these oils. No way! That's really cool. We'll have to talk, Jana. It's been a long time, sister. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, we're not trying to at all pass judgment on anybody that's battling illness. I just really, really want to connect with you because you do not have to settle for that. And like I said, it is much less expensive. Health is very affordable. We were trying to figure out the last time we paid a copay. Outside, Lonnie goes to doctors, her normal specialists for her autism. She goes to specialists, but as far as like a sick visit, we couldn't think of the last time we've paid a copay. Everything has been well visits or Lonnie's specialists.
And what we're doing to build up and support a healthy immune system is 1 ounce of Ning-Zure a day. We have other things that we take, but we're blaming the good health on that specifically because it supports a healthy immune system.
That's a big part of it, huge part of it.
So, and it's awesome. I've even shared it with a couple of friends here lately, and nobody's hooked on yet, but it's coming. I'm planting the seed. It's all good.
Lots of people have hooked on to it.
Well,
but I think I knew what you mean. So all the Thieves line, guys, if you don't have Thieves cleaner and stuff in your house, you're missing out big time. It's way more affordable than any other kind of cleaner, and it cleans everything. Again, I could talk about this for hours, so I'm just going to stop there on that topic.
Yeah.
But I just want you guys to truly know there's better ways, and you don't have to settle for being sick all the time. That's not the way it's supposed to be.
Miss Tracy, yes, Liam started school. He's never been in school or daycare, and he immediately caught colds and germs, but we got rid of it fast, way faster than ever before. It's officially been 1 year since he's been in the hospital for respiratory issues.
Wow.
That's outstanding, Tracy. Thank you for sharing that. That's so cool to have a testimony like
Yeah.
that. Johnny May!
Hey, Johnny.
What up, baby?
Yeah, that's very cool, Tracy. That's what it's all about, you know, and we know, like I said, we're not immune.
Right.
We're exposed, but we have stronger immune systems from some of the choices we're making. All that means is your body's going to function as it should.
Yep.
So we're not preventing illness. Our bodies are fighting. They're working the way they're supposed to.
Right. I agree. So, I'll let you go. I'm just making nervous sounds. What's up, Kevin?
So we're going to talk about money tonight. When Taylor jumps on here, we're going to talk a little bit about money tonight. We have an awesome event coming up. I'm actually really geeking out over. So we'll tell you guys about that in a couple minutes. But we very much view health as an investment similar to money. That's why these two topics really go together. So do you make investments on things? Do you invest in retirement? Do you invest in like 401k? IRAs? Do you have savings accounts? Or do you have an account back for your kids' college? All that kind of stuff. If you have those kinds of investments, then health should be an investment as well, because I want you to enjoy those years of when your child graduates from college. So you should be investing in that as well. And like I said, much, much, much more affordable than paying doctors, paying hospital bills and all that, right? Mm-hmm. So that's why we have a passion for sharing this information. Do you want to read this one, Pen?
Kevin, huge believer in homeopathic care and natural treatments after pumping my body full of toxic chemo.
Oh, chemo.
Now we are chemical and toxin free in our house. Kevin, that's outstanding.
Good for you, man.
Thanks for sharing that. That's awesome to hear that testimony, and it just gives us more to share with, somebody else that we may talk to that have had to deal with the chemo treatments. Chemo,
radiation. I mean, guys, those interventions can really, really be blessings. So we're not anti-Western medicine by any means. We like to try anything natural that we can first, and then when things, progress, or we need something that moves quickly. I mean, sometimes you can't avoid that stuff, and it is so hard on our bodies. So good for you, Kevin. That's awesome.
Johnny May's jumping off to catch Jacqueline's live.
Oh, okay.
Back in a minute, so.
All right, cool. Thanks, Johnny.
Mark and JT's watching. Cool. Thanks, guys, for showing up. So you want to talk about it you want to continue talking about it as an investment? Oh.
Health as an investment.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it should be. It's the same thing, but it's so affordable. And a lot of times it's less expensive. Okay, I'm just keeping an eye on the time. Anyway, so yeah, do you want to talk about this, and then we're gonna get Taylor here in just a second. Hey Taylor, we'll grab you in just a second. He's ready for us.
Talking about the gift.
If you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just briefly, guys, I'm sure there's people out there, especially guys that are like me and are extremely busy with work, extremely busy with honeydew stuff. Stuff at the house, stuff, we gotta have our own time.
Why is Tracy laughing at us?
Because Tracy can laugh at us. She's loud. She's my sister. She's loud. Anyway, we don't have time to go to the mall and go shopping and kind of thumb through the clothes and see what's going on. No, we have an idea. PSK, Premium Starter Kit, is an awesome gift for aunts, moms, sisters, wives, and what you're doing.
Husbands.
Yeah, and what you're doing is you're investing in their future. You're investing in the health. There's so much you get with the PSK. We can talk about it all night. You can inbox me. You can call me. You can text me.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Tracy. At least it was me.
Anyway, the starter kit's the way to go. I tell you, it's awesome.
Yeah, it is that time of year. I mean, while we're talking about this, obviously it's that time of year that people are really starting to consider gifts and stuff. So it is an amazing gift. If you guys know someone that's starting with a journey, they get our support as well. No matter what, you get our support as well. So the Premium Starter Kit is huge amounts of stuff for a heavily discounted price. That's why we always promote that one. But along with that comes membership. That just means you get wholesale pricing like Costco or Sam's Club. So you get access to everything, all plant-based. So you can start one by one ridden of toxins in your home and build your health up.
Yeah, those of you that have been thinking about it and haven't pulled the trigger yet or have decided not to yet, it's time. It's time. All the cool kids are doing it.
Everybody's doing it.
So we want to talk about and bring Taylor on here is a bulletproof event we're having.
Bulletproof.
Yeah,
Taylor came up with that name.
Well, of course he did.
Yeah, so we'll bring him on, guys. We have an event coming up with him very soon. So let me get him on here. Just take a second. And that's weird.
Trying to find you, Taylor.
Hang on. Let me grab him.
There you go.
I'm trying.
Here we go.
Isn't that splitting screen with him?
Might be here in a second. Let's see.
It looks like it's not going to split screen. Taylor, you might be really tiny. Let's see.
He's still getting added.
Yeah, but last time it did that, it made it small.
Well,
we're connecting. What's up?
You're driving?
No, well, I was, so I had to stop. I'm in a parking lot. I knew. See, I am not moving.
Good.
I am not moving whatsoever. Yeah, I was like, I almost was, but I'm not now. So we're fine. I also needed to get in some lighting, so I'm in front of a storefront with some lights, because otherwise it'd look a little bit spooky. So awesome.
Right.
Well, we appreciate that then.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So this is Taylor, and we have an awesome event coming up. So Taylor handles the money side of things. So we have an event coming up called Bulletproof that Taylor named. Hey, your fingers in the way.
Awesome.
Anyway, so yeah, so Taylor named that. But so it's all on health and wealth, right? So Taylor, you want to tell them a little bit about what you do?
Yeah, so I've been in finance for roughly 8 years now. March will be my 8th full year completed. And one thing that I found out is that the number one thing that people are struggling with is their either personal debt or their spending habits. And what we wanted to really do with Bulletproof was to allow people an opportunity just to come in for education, no like gimmicks, no quick sells, just an opportunity for anybody that comes to that event to sit down, have a complimentary financial plan, just kind of have an idea of, where they're at or where they need to go. And honestly, Bulletproof is to help people get to a point where if there's any financial problems that happen, they don't have to get into more debt, but they're able to actually, you know, sustain themselves. They don't have to get into any like title loans. I mean, if you just drive down through certain areas of Columbus, I mean, you can see all these companies that are capitalizing on the lack of knowledge with people and money. And I was that way. Like what just blew my mind is how much that no matter if you are a teacher, if you're a lawyer, if you're like what I was, you know, way back when I farmed, no matter what we do, we all got paychecks, but yet no one knew anything about what to do with their paycheck. So a crazy statistic is that literally the majority of the working population spends 40% of their income monthly just on debt. And so what we want to do with Bulletproof is we want to allow that education to happen so that people, that ignorance can be removed. And it's not their fault. It's just that the education system, you know, breeds on that. Like they love that people don't know about the money stuff, right?
Right.
So we really just wanted to create an event like Bulletproof to allow people to understand, hey, you can take care of your health, you can take care of your wealth, your debt problems a lot easier than what you think. Because most people are so buried, they don't want to reach out. The average person doesn't have an advisor, whether it's with health, right? They don't have somebody they can call. Most people don't go to like a chiropractor or whatever it is because they don't know who to go to and they don't know who to trust, right? So, and then of course, when you like Google it, I mean, just the average financial plan, the one that we're talking about doing complimentary for families is anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000. Who has $1,000 to $3,000 just to get words on a page of what you need to change, but yet it hasn't changed anything? So I'm excited. This is going to be a powerhouse of an event. So I'm really excited.
Yeah.
And just so you guys know, the friends that are watching on my page and the friends that are watching on Brooke's page, we are currently using Taylor for financial advice and life insurance. So I definitely trust the man. He knows what he's talking about. He's very speaks very intelligent on the topic, and we're looking forward to having him here with us, and to sharing with you. So that's my vouching for him.
Yeah, and Taylor, it's very similar because like you're talking about how many companies kind of capitalize on people's ignorance, and maybe that's not the nicest word to use, but for lack of a better way to say it, it's kind of ignorance on just the better decisions. Like we were talking about at the beginning of our video, how drug companies also want to keep people in a place that they need people to come and buy their products, you know? And so I love that we're doing this together. This is going to be amazing to just like Taylor said, guys, if you didn't hear this, it's really going to be an event that's just sharing information. We're going to have so much awesome information here for you guys. Taylor talked about doing a complimentary. Do you want to tell them about that? Actually, just hit on that again.
So the complimentary plan, like it's super in depth, and of course, you know, I only go as deep in that conversation as somebody's willing to share. But I mean, we're going to be talking about budgeting. We're going to be talking about emergency funds. We're going to be talking about building that financial house from the ground up, starting with that foundation, starting with the debt elimination, starting with the emergency fund, making sure that if something happened prematurely, everything's taken care of. But the plan's going to literally look at where you want to be in the future, and whether it comes to retirement or debt or anything, home ownership, where you want to be here, what you need to do from here on a monthly basis to get there. And so, I mean, it's so in depth. I mean, especially like I've got clients that are engineers, and they love to see that number, right? Like how it accumulates, how they're going to withdraw, and it'll tell you exactly. Like we'll be able to share with them what they're currently on track for, the little adjustments they can do to make a huge difference, how to get their credit scores up, right? I mean, there's just a huge list of things that we can talk on. And I mean, I'm just going to do that because I love doing what we do. And, you know, I'm willing to sit down with people for an hour and a half just to give of any knowledge base or anything that I can help them. They have questions with, and there's no guarantee on my end, and they don't have to do anything, but I just want to be there to help provide that education base, or at least resources where they can go and then be able to use that to better their financial situation, right? Leave a legacy of knowledge, because we learn all of our money habits from our parents and our friends. But if they're not where we want to be, why are we doing what they're doing? So same thing, you know, my dad was a hardworking guy, love him to death, but you know, just because you're working hard and making money doesn't always mean that you have a great life, right? I mean, you could, a lot of people have fancy cars, fancy houses, and it's just not that way when you look at the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Well, awesome. So, and again, guys, if you come to the event, which by the way, I should probably say when it is, it's actually in 1 week. So it's Wednesday, November 14th from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. And that is going to be at our home. So right now, if you are interested or if you're watching this on playback, just type me in the comments and I'll send you an invite over. And make sure you have all the information, have our address. You can read about the event. If you're not sure you want to come, you can read about it or reach out to us further. Just type me down in the comments and we'll make sure that you get an invite for it. Again, that's next Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Kids are welcome.
It is kid
we'll have
friendly.
some stuff for kids to do. It's going to be super chill, lots of resources, lots of information for you guys, and some snacks and stuff, of course. So it's going to be a really good time, but you'll leave with some powerful information. You'll leave with the opportunity to even hook up with Taylor later and that kind of thing.
Yep. Cool stuff.
Right. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it.
And that's how you get bulletproof.
That's right.
Nice. Nice. So, all right, guys. Well, hey.
Did you have anything else you wanted to add?
Honestly, no. I mean, I just want people to understand that this is not a judgment like kind of seminar. We're not going to be pointing fingers. We're not going to ask you to raise your hand. Like, how many of you are in debt? How many of you are not as healthy as you think you are? How many of you need to lose 20 pounds? Because like I think a lot of us are in that not as healthy as we need to be thing. And you know, I always tell people from the get-go, you can't be mad at yourself for not knowing. I mean, if I was an engineer or a doctor, I would do what doctors do and know what doctors know, but I'm not. So if you put me in an operating room, nobody goes out well, okay? So I just want to let people know, like, we do not want to point fingers. This is going to be a very chill event, like you said, and it's just to provide that education base for people to make great decisions, because trust me, we're all clusters. Talk to my wife. She has like a list of like Taylor's problems, right? I'm sure somewhere, right? She's hopefully not watching right now, but you know, that's something that we want to make sure that everybody knows. Like, we're all struggling with something, a lot of similarities. It may not be the exact same thing, but trust me, we all have problems. So, I mean, why not talk with each other?
Right. Cool. Absolutely. And that's just goes hand in hand with the health stuff. No judgment ever. I mean, 2.5, 3 years ago, we knew none of this stuff. Right. So yeah, same thing. Awesome.
Taylor, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
We appreciate you guys all tuning in, and make sure if you're interested in coming to our get together, a bulletproof get together, November 14th, 6:30, my place. Make sure you can text me, inbox me, call me. I'll give you the address that way. I'm not gonna put it out on Facebook, but we'll hook you up with an invite.
Yeah, like I said, just say me in the comments and we'll hook you up as well that way.
Cool.
It's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to it, Taylor.
It's going to be great. I'm so glad that you guys do these videos. I'm glad to be a part of this one. But you guys are so much fun to talk to with this stuff. But I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks so much.
All right. Thanks, Taylor.
Be safe.
Bye.
So we're signing off, or are we going to stay out here for a minute or talk to these people?
Yeah, no, I think see if it'll. Oh, it will let me back screen. Fancy. Woohoo!
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be so much fun.
Taylor's good people.
Obviously, we trust Taylor.
Right in our dining room, and he is very knowledgeable. As a matter of fact, he's got us set up nicely in a future plan for my retirement coming up here in 18 or 20 years. Anyway, he's got us set up on life insurance, so it's just a really cool thing. Stuff that I wish I would have thought of 20 years ago.
Yeah, the complimentary plan, man, that's huge. So you don't have to worry about like monetary commitments and things like that. I'm trying to see what I can do to.
Tell Mike that I will come up and get you if he can't bring you down or he can't watch you.
We're gonna come steal you, Tracy.
Just saying, we need your help.
Just be ready.
We just need your help.
All right, well, guys, it's probably after 9 o'clock now, huh? 9:02. That's not too bad. We did all right tonight. So I hope you guys can come to the event. If nothing else, it's just fun to hang out with you guys too. So But we're gonna have fun stuff here that you guys will be able to even take home with you and stuff. So
the kids will be entertained. I'll
you'll be spoiled
I'll
at our
lock them in the
house.
basement with the dogs.
Yeah, you'll be spoiled. We never push anyone.
Nope.
We're not going to be like, you must buy this. No.
It's not like that.
We just share the information. And then you're going to be like, that's good to know.
I'm out.
And then we's going to be like, aight then.
And for that reason, I'm out. I don't even look like a shark.
Oh, is that from Shark Tank?
Yeah. Yes, you can bring Karen.
Oh, please bring Karen.
Absolutely.
We could get some pictures. See, then I'll end up in the driveway. Karen is his truck.
I figured.
Oh, okay.
I know how you 4Runner guys and gals are.
Tacoma.
Taco.
Todd has a taco.
Todd's taco.
Yeah.
All right, then.
Okay, guys. Thanks for jumping on tonight. I hope you guys are as passionate about this topic as I am, so I'm not left out in the cold as a total geek. That's it. See you guys. Thanks for jumping on. Have a good night.